Whop is quickly becoming the go-to platform for online creators looking to sell courses, digital products, or communities. But is it actually worth it in 2025? In this video, I will be breaking it all down, taking a deep dive into the pricing, the features, the pros and cons, and who Whop is actually for. If you are thinking about getting started with Whop at any point during this video, I will leave a link down in the description that will take you straight over to the onboarding area. So with the onboarding area, you can either go ahead and just get onboarded right here, or you can actually book an onboarding call. And in here, depending on how many followers you have and how much your business made last month, if you are actually already making money and you already have like a fair few Instagram followers, you already have some Twitter followers, you will be able to go through and book a call just like this. Or alternatively, if you are brand new to starting this out, what they will instead prompt you to do is join Whop University. So this is huge. If you are brand new to this, you can go ahead and join Whop University for free. And this is going to teach you how to actually create and sell these digital products. But if I just log into my demo account of Whop right here, let's actually take a look at what you can do on Whop. So if I go over to my Whop dashboard right here, we have this is the interior of Whop. This is like the back end of my Whop store. And then we can go to the front end of my store right here. So the front end of the store is of course what customers will see before they actually join. So as we can see right here, we upload the media, we can go ahead and add the details, tell people what this is about. And then on the back end over here, this is where we actually build this out. So the way that Whop works is you build out what you will be selling on Whop on the inside of the Whop store right here. And there's a lot of different things that we can add. So we can go ahead and add in chats, and we can see we can go down. All we have to do to add this is add the app. And then we can now offer a chat or a more of a community feel inside of Whop. So this just works as we would go down. Hello, what is up, guys? We would drop that in. And then because there is only one member in this community, it's just me. This is a demo account. I'm not going to get a reply. But your community, the people inside of your Whop, can go ahead and talk to each other right here. So that is the chat section. We then have the earn tab where we can add in apps like bounty and content rewards. So in here, we could post tasks and pay users out for completing them. So we can go ahead and add a bounty, for example, and the example that they give, and this is a really crazy one, tattoo our logo on your arm. Then we can describe how they would actually complete this bounty, and they get $100 per submission. So maybe a better example of this might be get one other person to join our Whop. Then we can go down and send the requirements and say, get one other person to join and then message me telling me that you sent them. How much are they going to get every time they do this? And then we can go ahead and click on create. Then we have bounties right here. People can go in and they can submit this, and that is the earn tab right there. Now, learn is going to be the most important part of this because this is where we can create courses. This is where we can sell digital products, and this is where we set them up on the back end. So in here, we can go to add app and we can create courses. We can add digital files like PDFs and templates. We can add in documents, and these are super easy to create. So let's say that I'm creating a course on how to sell digital products online. We can go ahead and type that out, click on create, and then in here, we can now go ahead and create the course. So we just click on begin setup right here. For this, we can just copy the name right here, how to sell digital products online, add a tagline, make money online. This is terrible, but this is just an example. We can add a description right here. And then once this has actually been created, we can go in and create the course. So we can upload an image right here. We can go down and add in the different modules and lessons. So we can say module 1, welcome to the course. Then we can save that. Click into each of these lessons right here, and we can upload a video. We can upload attachments. We can change the lesson name, lesson 1, thank you for joining. Then we can upload a video right here, save changes. We could go down to the next lesson. And this is essentially how you go out and build the course. Next along, we have a calendar. So we can go ahead and add in either a calendar or we can add a calendar booking. So essentially with an event, this is going to be like a virtual or in-person event. Maybe you are doing a mastermind or maybe you are doing a live stream call. We can go ahead and set that up right there. Or alternatively, calendar booking, we can do this like a coaching program, right? So we could set up a calendar booking right here. We can go through and people can go in here and they can book calls with us and so on. Now, the play tab is quite interesting. In the play tab, this is going to let users spin the wheel for prizes, or they can guess the score. So this is not really super important. These are just some extra games that you can add. Inside of tools, this is where you can sell software, or you can create a website inside of Whop. So with software, if you have a software, maybe you are connecting this up to Go High Level, you are selling like a white labeled Go High Level, you can go ahead and set this up here and of course gate it via license keys. And then finally, we have integrations, and this is where you can sell access to Telegram or Discord communities, all inside of Whop right here. And these can be a part of your Whop server. Now, something else that is really cool inside of Whop is the fact that they have an inbuilt marketplace, so you can get exposure from day one. So if we go over to the Discover tab right here, people can come straight over to Whop, and let's say that they want to find a course on YouTube, how to actually grow on YouTube. So they might come to the marketplace, and up here, they can go ahead and type in YouTube. And then we can see in here, we have all of these different Whop communities. We have like a YouTube growth program, which is $39. Start printing with YouTube Shorts, $299. So in here, you can get exposure from day one. And I will say that you're not going to show up right at the top of the search results on the first day. But when you grow your community, Whop will actually sell this for you inside of this tab right here. So that is what you can actually sell on Whop and how you can set up like the back end of your Whop community. But Whop literally do everything for you. So I'm talking about payment processing. It is super easy to build your store. You can create affiliates with Whop. And the way that we do this is we just want to go back over to the store right here. We can go to the front end of the store, and then we can set up the front end of our Whop store without any coding or anything like that. So all we do in this area is upload media, and of course you would create your own photos right here. But what I'm going to do, I'm just going to throw in some YouTube thumbnails that I have made, just like this, and then we can see how they are going to show up at the top. Then we can go into this area, click on edit details. We can add our logo right here. So we can go in and just drop my logo in, and it's now going to show up there. We can add a description, add what we teach in our community. We can select a category right here. So of course, this is for the discovery area. So let's go ahead and call this business. Then we can go down and we can see exactly what you will get inside of the community. So this is everything that we set up earlier on the back end. You can see we have a chat, we have the how to sell digital products online course, the bounties, the calendar booking. This shows people what we actually get. Then we can go down, and in the pricing area right here, we can go ahead and manage pricing. And as I say, Whop handle the checkout for you. So all we have to do is right now, this is free, but of course we want to make this paid. So we go to create a pricing option, and in here to make this paid, we need to set up payouts before being able to share pricing links. So we just go ahead and we can set up Whop payments right here. So we select the country that we are in. Then we can go through and we create a Stripe account right here. So you just follow the steps on screen. I'm not going to go into detail with this. And then in here in the Whop payments area, this will show us available to your bank account, how much money we have made, how much is available to be paid out soon. And that is how we can set up the pricing right there. Then we can go down and we can add like benefits to this course. So add a benefit, access to my digital products course, which is 1997 value. We can add that in right there. We can then go down and we can add like frequently asked questions. When people leave reviews, the reviews will show up right here. And we can also add affiliates to Whop. So this is another very cool thing. We can go in and edit affiliates, and you can actually get people to promote your Whop community for you, and they can earn a percentage of this. Now, another thing that we need to cover in a Whop review is of course the Whop pricing. And with this is the biggest benefit to Whop. There is no fees until you actually make money. So you can go ahead and set this up. It doesn't cost anything to join Whop, to set up your store, to create these courses. You essentially only pay when you start selling products. And the way that this works is Whop simply take a 3% fee. So this is so much better than Whop's competitors like Gumroad that charge a 10% transaction fee, which is absolutely insane. The other big competitor for Whop is going to be School, and School is $97 per month. We can go into School right here. It's actually $99 per month now, plus a 3% transaction fee as well. So the Whop pricing is absolutely fantastic, and this is the biggest benefit that there is to Whop. Now, I used to use Gumroad. I used Gumroad for years. I mainly used it when the pricing was super nice. Like this used to be the Gumroad pricing. When they moved it up to 10%, I was looking for another platform to go to, and moving over to Whop, this really surprised me. The low fees, just how easy and simple it is to use, and the user interface. So this is why I now use Whop. I really, really like this platform. As I say, if you're ready ready to start selling on Whop, I've dropped my affiliate link down below that will allow you to either book that onboarding call or jump straight into Whop University. And if you have any questions, drop them down in the comments and I will reply to you there. So that is my Whop review. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to smash that like button and tap that subscribe button. And until next time, take it easy.